the electric grid, there are three of them. There are three grids in the United States, and they're interconnected. Texas has its own, and there's the east and the west. They are vulnerable to attack from enemies. The biggest threat would be a thermonuclear explosion at a high altitude. It's also possible to damage not the entire grid, but to damage individual electronics with fission explosions and with magnetic flux devices, which the military has, but which fortunately have not gotten into public circulation. If they ever did, that could be a real danger. The major media has not paid as much attention to it as you would think they would. The Wall Street Journal has had a couple of good articles. Vox has had an article or two. Generally speaking, it's been the conservative media that talks about this a lot. So it sounds like to a lot of people that it's a conservative fantasy, but it's actually very serious. North Korea might be able to knock out the power for a good part of the United States with an ICBM. It might even be capable of doing that now, or it might be capable of it pretty soon. You know, the Christmas present issue and everything, and it's rather alarming what North Korea might be able to be coming up with. It's one reason why I think it's important that the Senate hear from John Bolton in the impeachment hearings. There may be things that will shock them that may come out in his testimony if he does talk. There are also, you know, there's another kind of attack. You know, it's climate change. The fires, as you know, in California, caused a lot of damage. You know, the power lines, I think, in dry climates and everything, shorting out is what caused some of the fires. And then, as you remember, that in California, the California Pacific Gas and Electric cut off power prophylactically during dry spells to major parts of the state for several days at a time to prevent other fires. So that could be something that's coming, at least in some parts of the country. So that's a preview of what it could be like for everybody if we ever had a major attack. And yeah, we got to be very careful with, particularly North Korea right now. And the president who is in office is not mentally stable, in my opinion. It's not. You can have a conservative be in office who will behave responsibly. That would be fine as far as North Korea. But we have somebody who's not intellectually fit to make decisions like this, in my opinion, anyway. So that's the issue. That's a big issue that we got, and we're not paying enough attention to it.